This is the HO panel, and we are here with Graveyard today. How's it going, the tour so far, guys?
It's been great. It's been a lot of sold-out shows and no troubles on the road or anything.
No major accidents.
Yeah, no major accidents. Everything's been going smooth.
Well, that's good to hear. For those who out there who doesn't know who Graveyard is, can you give us a little bit of how the band starts and a little bit of your background?
Oh, I'll try to keep it short, but three of us are from the same town, and Joakim and Rickard, who sings and play the bass, they were in a band a long time ago, and then a lot of people from our town moved to Gothenburg in Sweden, and there we started playing, a bunch of us, like me, Joakim and Rickard, who plays bass, in a band with some other people, and that band broke up, and we formed Graveyard in late 2006. And since then, things have been like pretty much just going good, I guess, more or less. We've been touring and recording, or mostly touring, playing. I think this is actually the third time we're in Tempe. We played the Gator 2 times before, Gator Bar and Grill or something.
Okay. We released 2 albums, and the last one was released in April, I guess, here in the States.
Yeah, going back a little bit of the Heisenberg Blues, which is your latest release, was released last year under Nuclear Blast. What can you tell us about the album?
Oh, I don't know. In what way? I mean, like recording-wise, or like?
More like the concept and the idea behind it.
I know the idea behind it was
never been really big in doing concept albums. More like making songs that you really feel like playing. And the result is, I guess, Hissing and Blues. It's kind of gets the whole thing about Graveyard. It's both hard and heavy, and it's like got softer touches that we also do. So it's a typical Graveyard album, you can say. Now that we have released more than one. So.
Well, at the level of writing process, how was the writing process for that album?
Oh, it was done in a lot of different, like in many different periods. Like there was 3 songs on the album, or wait, 2 songs, and then one of them was a like B-side on a single that was released in Sweden and Europe, yeah. And then like we toured a bit, and then some more songs were written, and then we toured more, and then we went into the studio and wrote a bit there. So it's been very, like, the writing sessions has been very divided, like into different periods, and kind of what's the word, scattered, like and I guess like a lot of final touches came together in the studio, and more than final touches maybe, but yeah.
The album was produced by Don Alsberg. How was the experience working with him on studio?
Complicated, but very good.
The result is very good, and that's what we're aiming for. So it can be quite complicated and hard to understand what he's after, but at the end, everything is fine.
Yeah, he's a mastermind concerning sound and songwriting and melodies, but he's not a mastermind regarding communication and planning, and so.
Well, your kind of genre, it draws from different influence, starting from, you know, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and bands that we can classify as classic. By that time, it was a way different way to see the world. Where do you find the inspiration on today's world?
It's not that hard to find inspiration about writing songs about it, or at least writing lyrics about it. So it's the same hard world we're living in today as it was in the 70s. But music-wise, I don't know. It's we just play and see what happens, and see what comes out. So that's the way we work, I guess.
Yeah, I think Joakim is right. I mean, it's a whole different world today than, like, say, 40 years ago. But in a sense, it's still the same world. Like, it's still the same rich people who, you know, makes all the money and puts out, you know, make the poor people go to war and make the poor people work for them. And I mean, the structures are still the same, even though, like, everything is more easily accessible today. Before you had to, like, maybe, I don't know, travel to a different country to get a copy of the album that you really like, but today it's just 2 clicks away. But the overall picture is the same, I think. So, I don't know, I think maybe our next album will be at least no, I don't know.
Well, Hissing Blues is the first album that you guys released under a major label like Nuclear Blast. How has been the experience working with that label?
It's been great.
It's been really great. So far, there's nothing bad to say about those guys. They are working hard and trying to make the record available for as much as possible. So we really don't have anything bad to say about those. We have only good things to say.
Yeah, we were surprised when we heard that they were interested, but yeah, like, because we thought that we might not, you know, fit into the average like artist rooster, but they've been great. Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. I mean, I personally was surprised too. Graveyard is going to be playing the close-up batting cruise between Sweden and Finland this coming March, alongside with bands like Creator and Dark Tranquility. What are the expectations about that cruise? But also, how do you think the fans of these bands gonna react to your music?
I don't know. We're used to playing with bands with different bands. It doesn't really matter to us playing with bands in a different genre. I think it can be more positive, like playing with that every band doesn't sound the same. But the expectation of that the cruise is mayhem. I guess it's always mayhem. Those cruises.
It's like being in a zombie movie. People are shit-faced from the first minute they get on the boat, and then they're shit-faced for 48 hours until they get off. So luckily this time we're jumping off in Finland to do a couple of shows in Finland, so we don't have to stay on the boat for 48 hours. But they're insane. But I think, as Joakim said, I think it's a really good thing when there are different types of music. I hate going to, like, a concert and there's 3 doom bands in a row that each play an hour. I'm so fucking bored. But, like, if there's 2 grind bands and 1 doom band, that's perfect. So I like, you know, when there are different genres.
Well, are you guys recording a new album? I mean, working on or writing a new material?
Yeah, we started working on it. We are trying to start recording this spring. It's not set yet when and where is set, but not when, I guess. But so we'll see. We try to release it in the fall. We try to work as fast as possible this time. We'll try to release it in the fall.
All right, to close up, what is next for Graveyard?
Yeah, after this tour we're going back to Gothenburg to write more on the album in February, and then in March we got a couple of shows in Sweden and the close-up boat, and then we're going on a 2-week tour of Europe and in the UK. That's like the closest future, and then hopefully we'll record in April and May, and then it's festival season again.
Well, thank you very much, guys.